In this video, we're going to focus on running a T-interval on the TI-84. Now remember, to decide if something is a T-interval or not, two things need to be true. It needs to be quantitative and the sample size needs to be less than 30. If you're still unsure on how to decide which interval to use, please refer back to the flowchart to help you decide which interval best fits the scenario. In this case, we're talking about heart rates, and we have a list of 10 patients and their heart rates. So we're going to run a T-interval on the calculator. So we're gonna hit stat, and we're gonna scroll to the right to test, and we're gonna scroll down until we see T-interval. And it's gonna ask us for a few things. First, we need to decide, is it data or is it stats? In this case, I'm not given a mean and a standard deviation. I could find those, but the problem doesn't give me them. So we're gonna go to data, and to use data, I need to tell it the numbers that I have in the sample. So to do that, we're gonna go back to stat, and we're gonna hit edit. And this is where it's gonna allow us to store our values. So we're gonna type in the values given in the problem here in L1. So we're gonna list them out very carefully and make sure we are not missing any values, because if we do, our problem is going to be incorrect. So we should have 10 numbers listed, and then we can go back to stat, test, and go back to T-interval. Now our stuff is going to be stored in L1. Our frequencies remains 1 because we did not have multiple frequencies, multiple values listed here. And our C level is going to be 90%, so 0.9. And that just comes from the context here, 90%. And then from here, we're gonna hit calculate, and it's going to give us our output screen. So remember, our input screen is where you type in your values. So this is our input screen. And then our output screen is once you hit calculate, that is your output screen. So our output screen gives you the interval for this problem. So our interval is 73.507 and 75.893. So if we were to interpret this in context, we could say we are 90% confident that the true heart rate, average resting heart rate, for patients recovering from a medication is between 73.507 and 75.893. And this is all for your T-interval helpful video.